Hi, my name is Cate Bartek, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience in playing lacrosse for a Missouri Class 6 league in high school. So, I don't know if this means much to really any of you, but in Kansas City, where I'm from, lacrosse is a really prominent sport, and a lot of people play it. And it's really grown, it's been a growing sport throughout the years. But for me, it was a main sport at my school. We went to state, one city, did a lot of things every single year for the past, 10 years that have made it a very intimidating sport for a lot of girls, and a lot of girls don't even try out. So, my freshman year, I was the only freshman put on varsity, and it was the most intimidating thing that has ever happened to me. I was so nervous to start playing with the older girls and getting to know them, and it was hard being the only freshman of how many girls on a field. I was thrown into a defensive position after only really knowing attack in my grade school years. And I know as a 5'10" girl that can sound like, oh, I'm the intimidating one, but in reality, all I could really think about was all the ways that I could mess up, even though I knew how to do everything right. So I overcame a lot of obstacles my freshman year that had to do with lacking self-confidence and the lack of friends and support on my team and my teammates. And honestly, that was one of the hardest things that I've had to go through, was learning how to really push myself through hard times and try and get myself to keep going and not give up. And I think that being thrown into a new position, I came to realize that my self-confidence on and off the field was becoming really low. I didn't want to talk to the older girls. I was super nervous about them, and I didn't like seeing them around school either. So my sophomore year was especially hard because I felt like I was an older player now, but still lacked the confidence that I needed to become the best player I could possibly be. I started in defense and then was moved to attack and then was moved to midfield, and I was just thrown around everywhere. They were trying to find a place that I could really play. I played for club teams and traveled and had confidence on all of those teams, but could not seem to find the confidence I needed to play against older girls for my high school team. So junior year rolled around, and I really started to put my head down and work really hard and focus on the things that I needed to get done to make me the best player I could be for my team, and so that we could keep succeeding throughout the years that I was playing. So actually my junior year, I was voted junior captain, and then my senior year I was voted captain, and my junior year we were city champs, went to state, and I was voted all Metro midfielder, which is basically saying that I was one of the best midfielders in the city. So I take a step back sometimes and look at this and think, coming from my freshman year to my junior year and senior year of playing, how different of a player I was just because I kind of flipped a switch and just said, I'm going to do what's best for me and teach myself how I can be the best player I can be, rather than focusing on being intimidated by the older girls, or being intimidated by my own self. I don't know, but I really started to succeed and grow and become a really prominent player and leader, and that leads me into how leadership has become such an important thing in my life personally too, because I learned how to become a leader on that team, which makes me crave wanting to be a leader at my sorority, in class discussion and all of this stuff. But it's all kind of stifled on top of each other, which I think has made me grow as a person. So my point to this story is that sometimes your feelings and self-doubt can get in the way of being the best you can be. It's easy to lose sight of yourself and your achievements, but what you need to do is keep in mind that pushing yourself can actually benefit you more than just giving up, because more oftentimes than not, the grass is always greener on the other side. And I became aware of my potential and of where my confidence could lead me my junior year. Now, whenever I have any self-doubt or lack of self-confidence or get nervous about something, I bring myself back to when I was thinking about quitting and struggling, but I kept pushing forward and kept my head high, and how much that led me to succeed over the past 4 years in high school. Thank you.